Supply chain disruptions have hit giant toymaker Hasbro, leaving 40% of its orders held in transit in September and sparking fears of potential chaos ahead of Christmas. Toys that were meant to be delivered in Q3, ending on September 26, had to be pushed into Q4. This hurt the company's results, though it still achieved remarkable profit with an 11% growth, from $1.78 billion to $1.97 billion, over last year's third quarter. For smaller retailers, however, these are even more challenging times with a costlier impact. Hasbro is one of the world's largest toymakers. Its supply chain issues come as Los Angeles and Long Beach ports, in California, battle through huge container logjams. The ports move about 40% of U.S. cargo, their chaos thus disrupting the work of hundreds of vessels and, consequently, businesses around the world. Hasbro and other companies turned to other ports in the U.S. and China to counteract supply chain risks, even switching to air freight to make deliveries possible, but delays could not be fully prevented. Deborah Thomas, Hasbro's chief financial officer, said, "In general, total transit times have nearly doubled across all lanes, and on certain lanes, transit times are as much as 50 days longer compared to pre-pandemic levels." A 50-day delay could become even more problematic as Christmas approaches, and Hasbro is not alone in this. In August, some toy companies warned customers to do their Christmas shopping far ahead of time to avoid disappointment when the festive season hits. Speaking to CCN Business, Isaac Larian, MGA Entertainment CEO, said, "There is going to be a major shortage of toy products this year. The demand is going to be there. What is not going to be there is the product to fill the demand." Andrew Goodacre, chief executive of the British Independent Retailers Association, said, "If you see something you want, now is the time to buy, as retailers have most of their Christmas stock." "We can't guarantee having supplies of everything over the next few weeks." Fears of Christmas chaos extend to more than just toys. And while toymaker Hasbro attributed its problems solely to U.S. supply chain issues, a predicted shortage of turkeys in the UK this Christmas has sparked the question of what and who is to blame, with some pointing the finger at Brexit. After thousands of European workers left the country, the UK is now in desperate need of staff, forcing turkey farmers to raise fewer chickens. The government recently launched 5,500 temporary visas for poultry plant workers to help avoid a disaster in December, but experts say it is unlikely this will work as a solution. Likewise, some industry leaders are suggesting turkeys be imported to compensate for the small amount of home-raised chickens, but the supply chain crisis could mean that even this way, shelves stay empty. Graham Deere, chairman of the British Poultry Council, said in a statement, "The irony is we may find ourselves having to import turkey from France and Poland for a British Christmas, probably with some of the very workers we trained and left to go back to their homelands."